Hello, we are going to discuss rule 4 of the partial fraction in this video. And so far so good, we have discussed the first 3 rules of partial fraction. So in this rule 4, we have to each repeated linear factor in the denominator of the form x minus a raised to power 2. There correspond partial fractions of the form a all over x minus a plus b all over x minus a all squared. Now, we call this one repeated linear factors. As you can see, if you have x minus a all squared, it means that you are going to repeat that quadratic factor twice. If we had add x minus a raised to power 3, we are repeating it what? 3 times. We have x minus a squared, and x minus a raised to power 3. So let's look at a suitable question for this. Let's look at an example that is suitable for this particular rule 4. Now we have resolve into partial fraction. Resolve into partial fraction. 7 minus 2x all over x plus 1 into bracket x minus 2 raised to power 2. Now this is a very suitable problem for rule 4. So let's look at how this one goes. Let's look at how it goes. Okay. Now, to resolve this, we must observe that this particular factor is linear, but it is being repeated. Anytime you have a repeated linear factor, you are going to apply rule 4. Okay. So now let's go. Let's go. We have 7 minus 2x all over x plus 1 into brackets x minus 2 all raised to power 2. So we solve it as, now you observe that the first element here is a linear factor. So we are going to use rule 1, a all over x plus 1, because this is a linear factor. So we introduce one constant there. Plus, now this other one is a linear factor, but it is repeated. So that means we are going to repeat this linear factor twice. Invariably, we are saying that we need two constants. So the first constant what? B all over x minus 2. Now, this third constant now will now be what? C all over x minus 2 all squared. Yes, that is what we are saying. That is, you have to repeat this. You first of all break it down into the first linear one. Then you, so if it had been raised to power 3, that means we need 3 more words, 3 more constants. The first one will be b all over x minus 2 plus c all over x minus 2 squared plus d all over x minus 2 raised to power 3. So that is how this is done if you are applying rule 4. So now, let's find the LCM of the right-hand side. It's x plus 1, x minus 1, minus 2 squared. You don't need to include this since this one contains this. So this and this are the LCM. So by the time you divide this by this, you are left with this. So you have what? A into x minus 2 all squared plus this in this. It remains 1 because it's already a square. It's 1. 1 is taken out of it. So it remains x minus 2 than this. So you have b into x plus 1, x minus 2. Now for the last one there, this one cancelling this, you have x plus 1 left, multiplied by what? C into x plus 1. Okay. Now don't forget, they have 7 minus 2x all over what? X plus 1 into x minus 2 all squared is equivalent to that. Now our target is now what? The numerator. So we take the numerator from both sides. 7 minus 2x is equal to what? A into x minus 2 all squared, okay, plus b into x plus 1, x minus 2, plus c into x plus 1. Now we can use cover up method to make it faster. So by cover up method, okay. Now what will be the value of x such that a will be what? Be eliminated, and b will also be eliminated. So put x is equals to 2. So let's put x equals to 2 and see. You have what? 7 minus 2 into 2, then equal to a into 2 minus 2 squared, plus b into what? 2 plus 1, 2 minus 2, then plus c into 2 plus 1. Okay? Now, you have 7 minus 2 times 2 is 4, is equal to, everything here is 0 because 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 squared is 0. 0 times a is 0. So we have eliminated a. Now plus b into this 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. So b is also eliminated. Plus what? This is what? 3 times c. 3c. Okay? So we have what? 7 minus 2 minus 4 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. Equals to what? This is 0 plus 0 plus 3c. Okay? So that will give us what? 3 is equals to 3c. Okay, so to get c now, divide both sides by 3. C equals what? 3 all over 3, and c is 1. So we have gotten c to be what? To be 1. I hope that is clear. Okay, now getting c to be 1, what follows? Let's check again. You have got c to be 1. Can write it somewhere. C is 1. Okay, so that we don't have problems with that. Now, going back to this expression, we can also eliminate other values. We can eliminate, we have eliminated b and a. We can now eliminate what? C. So let's think of a value we put x to be equal to such that c will be 0 here. If we say x plus 1 is equal to 0, x will equal to what? Minus 1. Okay? So if you put minus 1 here, the whole of this expression will be 0. This will be 0, and we're able to get a. Okay? Now, putting x minus 1 into this, let's call this equation asterisk now, so that we'll be able to understand it easily into, yes, let's call it asterisk. Okay? Now we have what? 7 minus 2 multiplied by minus 1 is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 all squared plus b into minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 minus 2 plus c into minus 1 plus 1. Okay? Now, we have what? 7 minus 2 times minus 1, that's plus 2, all right, is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2, that's what? Minus 3. Minus 3 squared is what? 9. Okay? Plus b minus 1 plus 1, that's 0. Minus 1 minus 2, that's minus 3. Plus c into 0 as well. Okay? So this and this become 0. So we have 9 is equal to what? 9a plus 0, because everything here is 0. So that implies 9 is equal to 9a. So how do we now get a? Divide both sides by 9. So a will be 9 over 9, which is what? 1. So our a is 1. So it now remains for us to get what? To get b. Good. Now to get b, we have used x equals to 2 to eliminate a and b. We have used x equals to minus 1 to eliminate c and b. That means we have used all the values or factors that can eliminate b, while we are getting a and c. Now to get b, we cannot use x equals to minus 1 again. We cannot use x equals to 2 again, because if you use x equals to minus 1 again, b will what? Will be eliminated. If you use x equals to 2, b will be eliminated. But our target now is to get what? Is to get b. So that means for us to get b, we cannot use cover up method again. We can't use cover up method again. Now let's expand. To get b, we expand and find the coefficients. Find the coefficients. Okay? Now let's expand. So here we have 7 minus 2x. I will soon clear this up. Correspond to what? A into, this is what? X squared minus 2x plus 4 all squared. That is this. Then plus b into, if you multiply this by this, x squared, we are trying to expand, multiply this by this, minus 2x plus 1 times this plus x minus plus 1 times this minus 2 then plus c into x plus 1. Okay, so we have 7 minus 2x is equal to, or correspond to, we are trying to what? We want to expand this. We want to expand x minus 2. We have already expanded, sorry. We have expanded this. X minus 2 all square has given us this. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's expand generally. We have what? Ax squared, yes, minus 2xa plus 4a plus b into x squared minus x, because minus 2x plus x is minus x, minus 2 plus cx plus c. Let's expand that directly. So we have what? 7 minus 2x is equal to ax squared minus 2xa plus 4a plus bx squared. Now, plus b times minus c minus bx, sorry, plus b times minus x minus bx plus b times minus 2 minus 2b plus cx plus c. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we can now compare the coefficients. The coefficients, comparing the coefficients of x squared, x, and constants. We compare coefficient of x squared, and constant in both left and right hand side. So we take x squared. On this left hand side, there's no x squared. So that will be 0 equals to ax squared, what again, plus bx squared. Okay? Now, if we divide through by x squared, is it still 0? It means that 0 is equal to a plus b. Fine. Don't forget our target is to get what? Is to get b. So from here now, how to get b? A will come here and out. Minus a is equals to b. That is by the time you bring a here, becomes minus a. And what is our a? A is what? Minus 1. Our a, we obtain 1 for a. So minus a will be minus 1 equals to b. So our b from here now is what? Is going to be minus 1. It's going to be minus 1. So without wasting our time now, we now conclude. Now we conclude that we just conclude. We don't need to look for coefficient of x and constant again, since we have been able to get what our b is from considering coefficient of x squared. Now, therefore, what is the question? Let's go back to the question. The question is what? The question is 7 minus 2x all over x plus 1 into bracket x minus 2 all squared, which was equivalent to a all over x plus 1 plus b all over x minus 2 plus c all over x minus 2 all squared, is now equal to our a is 1 all over x plus 1 plus our b is minus 1. So if you put minus 1 here times plus, because minus 1 over x minus 2, then plus our c is what? 1 over x minus 2 all squared. So that is the resolved fraction. That's the resolved fraction. So that's the answer. That's the answer. So let me give us an exercise which I expect us to submit and send to the comment section. So let me give us an exercise. The exercise I'm going to give us, you are going to apply this rule 4 to solve it. You're going to apply this rule 4 to solve it. Okay? I want to look at relevant ones. Good. Good. Resolve into partial fraction. Solve into partial fraction. So into partial fraction. 7x plus 2 all over 2x minus 3 into x plus 1 all squared. So, if you are joining us for the first time or you are watching this video for the first time, subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that each time uploading video, you'll be duly notified. And if you have been our added subscribers, give it a thumb up if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumb up, share it, like, and comment. God bless you.